Students, we already came across the definition of orthogonal matrix. Today, in this video, we shall be discussing the properties of orthogonal matrix. Recall that an orthogonal matrix is a square matrix which satisfies the property A into A transpose equal to A transpose into A equal to identity matrix. When you look at the property A transpose into A equal to identity matrix and you replace I by the equation I equal to A inverse A, you get the relation A transpose A equal to A inverse of A. When you cross multiply this equation by A inverse on both sides and by using the property of associativity of matrix multiplication, you can group the terms A into A inverse and A into A inverse on both sides. So that A into A inverse can be replaced by identity matrix again, and the left out terms in LHS and RHS are A transpose and A inverse. So looking at this property, you get the result A transpose equal to A inverse. So this is another valid property for orthogonal matrix. Also, we proved a property that determinant of an orthogonal matrix is always equal to +1 or -1. Hence, determinant of an orthogonal matrix can never be equal to 0. Another property of orthogonal matrix is inverse of an orthogonal matrix is always an orthogonal matrix. Let's look at the proof of this property. If A is an orthogonal matrix, we have the standard property A into A transpose equal to identity matrix. When you take inverse on both sides, you get A into A transpose the whole inverse equal to I the whole inverse. Inverse of identity matrix is itself, and you can use the property AB the whole inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse. When you apply the property here, you get A into A transpose the whole inverse equal to A transpose the whole inverse into A inverse. Now, we have studied another property in class 12, that is A transpose the whole inverse is equal to A inverse the whole transpose. If you replace transpose and inverse operators, there is no change in the result. So you can replace A transpose the whole inverse by A inverse the whole transpose and you get the result A inverse the whole transpose into A inverse equal to I. This looks like the property of orthogonal matrix. Whenever a matrix and its transpose is multiplied and you get the answer as an identity matrix, this corresponding matrix should be an orthogonal matrix. Here you can see that you take the product of A inverse and its transpose and you get the answer as identity matrix. So this corresponding matrix A inverse should be orthogonal. Next property says that transpose of an orthogonal matrix is again orthogonal. Let's look at the proof. If A is an orthogonal matrix, we have the standard property A into A transpose equal to I. When you take transpose on both sides, you get A into A transpose the whole transpose equal to I transpose. Transpose of identity matrix is itself, and you have AB the whole transpose equal to B transpose into A transpose. Hence, you get A into A transpose the whole transpose equal to A transpose the whole transpose into A transpose. This LHS looks very much similar to the product of A transpose and its own transpose, giving the answer identity matrix. So you know that whenever a matrix and its transpose is multiplied to give the answer as identity matrix, the corresponding matrix is known as orthogonal matrix. Here again you can see the same property. The matrix A transpose and its own transpose when multiplied, you get the answer as an identity matrix. Hence A transpose will also satisfy the property of orthogonality. Next property says that product of two orthogonal matrices is again an orthogonal matrix. Let's look at the proof of this property. Consider two orthogonal matrices A and B. Then we know the properties A transpose equal to A inverse and B transpose equal to B inverse by the property of orthogonal matrices. When you take AB the whole inverse, you can replace it by B inverse into A inverse. B inverse can be replaced by B transpose. A inverse can be replaced by A transpose. Also, by standard property of transpose, you know that B transpose into A transpose takes the format AB the whole transpose. So B transpose into A transpose is rewritten as AB the whole transpose. So looking at this property, you can see that AB the whole inverse equal to AB the whole transpose. This looks very much similar to the property of orthogonal matrices. That is, when a matrix whose transpose is equal to the inverse of this matrix, we say that this matrix is orthogonal matrix. Here again you can see the same property. The matrix AB whose inverse is equal to the matrix AB's transpose. Hence you can conclude that AB, the product of two orthogonal matrices, is again an orthogonal matrix. If you take the other product, that is AB, instead of taking product as AB, if you take BA, let's see what happens. When you evaluate BA the whole inverse, you get the answer A inverse into B inverse. Again, you can replace A inverse by A transpose and B inverse by B transpose. A transpose into B transpose can be replaced by BA the whole transpose using the standard relations. So, looking at this evaluation, you can see that BA the whole transpose is equal to BA the whole inverse. Here again, by the same reasoning, you can say that a matrix whose inverse is equal to the transpose of the matrix, hence you can conclude that BA is also an orthogonal matrix. So, the product of two orthogonal matrices, whether it is taken in the order AB or BA, the result is always another orthogonal matrix. Let's look at a problem. You are given a 3 by 3 matrix and you have to prove that this matrix is orthogonal. So, the standard property is to be verified here. If you denote the given matrix as A, then we evaluate A transpose. We just replace columns and rows. That is, the first row of the matrix A becomes the first column of the matrix A transpose. The second row of matrix A becomes the second column of the matrix A transpose. Third row of A becomes the third column of A transpose. When you evaluate A into A transpose by usual matrix multiplication, you get an identity matrix and hence you conclude that A into A transpose equal to I. Also, you could do A transpose into A equal to I. Hence, you can conclude that the given matrix is orthogonal. The last property of orthogonal matrix says that eigenvalues of an orthogonal matrix has absolute value equal to 1. That is, if lambda is the eigenvalue, then modulus of lambda equal to 1. That is what you have to prove. Let's start the proof. Consider an orthogonal matrix A and lambda as the eigenvalue. By characteristic equation of matrix A, we have Ax equal to lambda x. When you take transpose on both sides, you get Ax the whole transpose equal to lambda x the whole transpose. Ax the whole transpose can be replaced by x transpose into A transpose. Lambda is a scalar quantity, so transpose does not apply there. X the whole transpose is the resultant. When you post multiply this equation by equation 1, you get x transpose into A transpose into Ax equal to lambda x transpose into lambda x. That is, both products of RHS and LHS are considered here, and you can group the terms A transpose into A here in the LHS, and you group the terms x transpose into x, and lambda is taken outside the matrix multiplication being a scalar quantity. After grouping, you know that A transpose into A becomes I because A is given as an orthogonal matrix and the standard property is that A transpose into A equal to I. So you are left out with the term x transpose into x in the LHS, and lambda square equal to x transpose into x is remaining in the RHS. When you post multiply this equation by the same matrix x transpose into x the whole inverse, you know that both the matrices attain identity matrix and hence you get lambda square is equal to 1. When you find the absolute value, you know that lambda has the absolute value always equal to 1 because the solution of lambda for this equation will be plus or minus 1. So the absolute value will also always be equal to 1. Thank you all.